Hey guys! Today I thought I'd do something a little different and show you kind of a day in the life of an Airbnb host. This is our house behind us. It's a triplex. When we bought it a couple years ago, we lived in the bottom part, which is a 3-bedroom with our kids. And then upstairs are 2 separate apartments that are studios. We're lucky enough to be by some medical schools, so we mostly do medical students, but we do vacationers as well. Thought I'd show you around a little and show you a little bit what we have to do to turn them over. Today we have someone just moved out of the lower section, the bigger part, and one of the studios, but we do have a guest still in one of our other studios, so I can't show you that one today. Andy's gonna be working on the yard, but he forgot the gas, so he has to go back to our other house and get the gas. That's reality. Kind of love this little sitting area. We grew these marigolds from seeds. I should say Andy did. He's so good at growing. And then over here is one of my favorite spots. A swing. And then this is where we actually already have a guest staying up there. And you'll see that bee's hive. That's actually fake. We learned that if you put these fake plastic ones up, it keeps the bees away because they think someone else already has that territory. Good to know, right? So I'll bring you inside of the one that I'm working on today. So we have this Airbnb box of goodies. Let's see here. We have food that we put baskets together that we just got this week. We always give fresh paper towels, toilet paper. These right here are letters because a sign in our other apartment uses these letters to welcome our guests. We always do coffees and teas. We always put one of these guys in the fridge because it keeps your refrigerator nice and fresh. And these markers are because downstairs we have a chalkboard to welcome our guests. Let me see, anything else cool in here? Oh, hand soaps, because we often change those out. We always give our guests new sponges. Cleaning spray for the obvious. I think that's pretty much it for the bin. Oh, garbage bags. Yes, those are good to have. I'll give you a little tour of this apartment right before I change it over, clean it, and get it ready for the next guests. A few little things we had to do this time around. There's always a few things here and there. Is change out the smoke alarms with new batteries. Andy's on top of that kind of stuff. Thank goodness. And our last guest let us know that one side of the toaster wasn't working, so we just replaced it with a new toaster. Now I'll show you around. The bathroom. To the bedroom. It might be really silly, but one of my favorite parts of this apartment is when you're laying here in bed, you'll see that little guy. I just thought it went with the room. Our desk, since we have lots of students. And this is the welcome sign for this apartment. And I love when we get little messages back. Thanks so much, we'll be back. 5 stars, Greg. Aw, so cute. We love hosting people. And here's our little retro kitchen. And my very important coffee so I can clean very quickly. And my water. Our new toaster, bada bing, bada boom. Our Keurig. And we have little notes here and there, which we find super helpful to get our messages across. And we've really not had any problems with our guests for the most part of following our rules. So we're very grateful for that. So there's the tour, and to work I go. So this is our only apartment that doesn't have laundry in it. So I'm gonna go down to our other empty apartment and do the laundry, and then I can show you around that one too. Around down here, this apartment was our family's living quarters recently, and so it's near and dear to my heart, and we kind of decorated it for us, but then left it for our guests. So I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite one. Our living room that opens up to the dining room. Our guests who just moved out added this tablecloth, but I kind of am in love with the table underneath. Old farm table. Here was the welcome for our last guests. Andy put in this ceiling. It was just old school drop ceiling, and then the light, and we did the floors throughout this whole place. We painted all the cupboards and made this open shelving, easier to find stuff for our guests. This room, I'll show it to you, but it's about to change. Our daughters slept here, and we don't really host many families, so we're gonna change this into an office. But for now, here's what it looks like. Our last guests moved the ironing board up from the basement to here, but there are only 2 of them, so they must have just used this room for folding laundry. Whatever works for you. Here's our kitchen. Like my kitchen? Here's our bathroom we remodeled. And the guests brought in this cart. We had spices in the kitchen. They had a lot of shower gels and such. Hey, like I say, whatever works for our guests works for us. Lots of storage. And then this bedroom, the master. Gotta wash the sheets here. And it's about that time of year to take out all of our air conditioners. Our guests moved this into the bedroom from the hallway, so we'll listen to our guests and leave it in here until another guest moves it out to the hall. All right, there's the quickie tour before I clean this one too. You can barely see him, but Andy's up on the roof up there, putting some extra tar sealant up for a rainy season to make sure we don't have any leaking. Just one more thing we got to do today. And now Andy's up on the roof, just making sure that the roof is extra sealed for the rainy months and winter ahead. Make sure we don't get any leaks. All in a day. Laundry's done, time to make the bed. What a guy. So the day's almost done. We have someone coming, hopefully, to buy those bunk beds today off Facebook Marketplace. And I just wanted to point out the TV. I put relaxing music on while I am cleaning. Right now, this one is one that we made, but I love putting on so many of your channels to listen to while I'm cleaning. Thanks for sharing them. We really do appreciate it. Do you guys have any tips for us as Airbnb guests or hosts? I'd love to hear comments. Thanks, guys.